Because I think it would be sick to watch Joe Biden debate a 13-year-old in a presidential debate. After 2016, the door is wide open for insanity, right? Watching Joe Biden debate an alpha zoomer, it could be incredible, man. You could drop orange justice on him. Whatever, Joe. Whatever, Joe. Joe, you're old. Old. Joe, you're old. Sheesh, Joe. Chjb. Dude, doing it. You can't make me laugh because when you laugh, I wish that this was a joke. And when I laugh, my butthole hurts because I've had to poop so much over the last 3 days. When it just this message from Chjb, hello, can my friend Yukon Suck get a shout out on stream? Shouldn't have drank the hot dog water straight from the bag. You guys don't do when you open a plastic package of chicken thighs, you don't squeeze the juice into your mouth? Wow, must be nice to be part of the 1%. Let all that chicken juice go to waste. Is that bad? You're not supposed to do that. You're on a laptop? Do you go for numpad or no numpad? Can we all laugh at Josh for a second for being a boomer? Go ahead, do it. It'll feel nice. Who's using a laptop? Are you in your 50s? Do you carry it in a messenger bag draped over your shoulder as you hurry through the airport to make your connection? A laptop computer? I have a desktop. I'm a gamer. Sorry if that offends you. Level 3 puppy? I can wait around. Your Honor, in my client's defense, he did say it's morbin time before he morbed. How can it... Well, no, we gotta do it the opposite way. How could we consider this to be first-degree morbing? First-degree morbing requires intent. And what's my client's most famous catchphrase? It's morbing time. Now, Miss Jennifer Garner, did you hear my client, Dr. Michael Morbius, say it's morbing time? No? Then I posit to the court this could not be first-order morbing. It's second, maybe morb slaughter. Even the baby liked that one. Okay. Well, I lost all my points. My brother in Christ, you bet all your points. The Caesar's Palace Gestapo did not break into your house and force you to make an all-in wager. How did this happen? They did? Okay, well, honestly, if you ever watch sports, like, it seems like that's where we're trending right now, is that, like, soon the advertisements are going to be like Kate Upton showing up on the screen. It's like, wait a minute. You don't place bets while the game is going on the world's most popular online casino where all the stars play? What do you have, a tiny cock? You could be a comedian just talking about airplane food? It's absolutely true. You could literally tell the worst jokes of all time. It was my wife's birthday. She wanted to go to the opera. The opera! So I'm sitting there, and the guy up on stage, he's going, oh, la 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 la. Finally, I'm there for 1 hour, 2 hours. I couldn't take it. I stood up and I said, shut the fuck up! Sorry, this is the... So right after that sketch, you could have Walter White is on Chopped with Jesse Pinkman, and they're cooking crystal meth. Your chefs, without further ado, please open up your mystery basket. Your ingredients: Sudafed DM, baking soda, lime, and chili pepper. You have 30 minutes. So immediately I'm thinking crystal meth, okay? So I know Every time I watch this show, they're always like, I'm going to make crystal meth. And I'm like, no, you don't have time. The ice cream machine always breaks. But here I am making crystal meth on Albuquerque Chopped. Seeing a powerful man with the nuclear football reduced to an inevitable... Because once you start tipping over, you're gone, right? To see the world's most powerful individual reduced to just holding the handlebars until they hit the sidewalk, it brings them down to the level of the common man. It's egalitarian. It would be inauthentic not to at least chuckle. Are you saying it was staged? You guys need to turn your country on and off again. Honestly, like, it's just this... I'm not saying it was staged. I'm saying he's a 78-year-old man falling off a bicycle. You don't have to stage that shit. It's not a moon landing. The video of that dude putting the elastics on the watermelon. Oh, man. And then he's like, that's the last elastic band I had. And then the watermelon shakes and he goes, and then it, it explodes. And oh, not only does it explode, but it shoots out from his desk like it hits him right in the chest. It knocks him off his computer chair. Oh, man. What a first world take. Yeah, I live in the first world. I don't have any... It would be, like, substantially more cringe, I think, if I adopted some third world takes and then started acting like they're, you know, things that I deal with on a daily basis. I mean, I think that would be substantially more disingenuous. Maybe that's just me, though. You know, if I was like, oh, you know what I hate? The constant specter of malaria. You would be like, what the hell? You live in a place that doesn't even really have mosquitoes. And I would be like, yeah, but I think it's important to, you know, remember that there's some people that do. Doesn't make any damn sense, man. Plus, yeah, hey, that's the thing. I live in Canada. We got problems up here. Telecom oligopoly. That's a big one. Plus, I just had food poisoning. Imagine if you didn't need a car in general. Oh my god, just shut up. Like, I get... Look, and this is coming from a position of mutual respect. Anytime anyone... Like, if someone's like, oh, I saw a bad driver today, the proper response is not like, well, cars shouldn't exist anyway. Like, I get it. You're online, okay? I don't even necessarily disagree, but, like, let's talk about where things exist in reality instead of, like, how they would be if you were Romulus and Remus and we're, like, building Western society from the ground up in 2022 with all the information you have available from the previous 10,000 years of history, you know? Most people, well, I guess I shouldn't say most people, because, again, I don't live in the United States, but they agree with you. They just want you to, like, be quiet a little bit. They're like, yes, I also am not, like, a huge fan of cars, but at the same time, I have to go to work. Esports athlete. I watched a little bit of Apollo's good friend, Steven Suptic, playing Valorant last night. I gotta tell you, sure, let's try some glare. I'm not cut out for that world anymore. I only watched, like, one round, but he had the game's equivalent of the op. He got 3 kills in that round. I literally did not even see the enemies that he shot when he headshot them for the instant KO. Like, there was no gunfight. It was just, he was just talking. He peeks, his crosshair is, like, exactly where an enemy head would have to be. It doesn't even enter the central processing section of his brain. He's just like, Boom. And then he goes and immediately like peeks the next section of the map. I can't handle that. You know what? They're the like most picky eaters of all time, but then they also have like the most insane fetishes. Fucking, oh, don't you love it when a big titty goth GF pulls out a gun and fucking kills you? They say shit like that. Oh, I love when a little gremlin girl pulls out a knife and fucking cuts my legs off, you know? And I'm like, you won't eat a mushroom? You won't even try it? But you would love to be literally swallowed by a giant lady. I don't think so. If you can't handle eating an enoki mushroom, I don't think you can handle being swallowed by a 90-foot tall Japanese woman, okay? I don't think you got the stones for it. I think she's gonna want a man who eats something besides chicken nuggets and mac and cheese, because you are what you eat. Your voice changes, blah, and then there's like, you're like a rocket ship towards adulthood, and then you hit like 21, and you're like, I feel like the same as last year. I feel the same as last year? Is this what getting old is like? I can cancel my Nickelodeon subscription. It's that first divot where people start to feel old. But you don't understand. You've just, at 25, let's say, you just turn off the thrusters. You still got like some glide path where you're going. Then I think it's like it's a sliding scale based on luck and also how you take care of yourself. Somewhere in your 30s, 40s, 50s, or 60s, you hit apoapsis. And that's where I think you really start being old. Yeah, by the way, I see a lot of people, you must be old heads. We don't do Zane anymore because Isaac betrayed me. Previously, I thought that the only path to true enlightenment in this game was shrugging off the good items and then taking all of like the items that instead lead to some variance in terms of quality in order to lead to some hilarity. Then they stopped placing good items in the game. They got rid of the damage upgrades, the tears upgrades, and the HP upgrades. And every time I try to do a zany run, it's like, oh, imagine how zany it would be if your tears did no damage at all, and also your tear rate was really low, and you had no HP, and blah, anyway. So now I just, I take items that are good, and I ignore the items that are bad.